Hello guys, hope you're all keeping well. My name's Rob, this is the Hobby Desk, and today we're taking a look at the Churchill Tank kit from Warlord Games. This is a 1/56 scale hard plastic World War II British infantry tank, and it comes with some game accessories in the box too. At least that's what it says on the front. I believe these are produced by Italeri. I might be pronouncing that wrong. Italeri? I can only pronounce that wrong way, I think. The plastic kit itself, the model, is made by them. It's packaged by Warlord for use in bolt action. Pointing everywhere today, aren't I? Point. Yeah, and I picked one up to offer some armour to my British Airborne army that I'm working on. So yeah, let's take a look at the box. Here's all your variations that come in the box. You can make one of each. You can make one. I don't think you can make multiple ones. It might be possible if you jerry rig something, but I don't know. The one I'm looking at is the AVRE. Yeah, because it's devastating to infantry apparently, and I believe the actual mortar round that it fired weighed about 18 kilograms and was slow enough that you could see it coming. It was devastating enough that if you could see it coming, it's probably too late. So yeah, just taking a little look at the back of the box here. Should we zoom in? Let's zoom in. There we go. It's a bit better, isn't it? Bit of a blurb here about the tank itself. So I'll read that out to you now, guys. The A22 infantry tank Mark IV is more popularly known as the Churchill, named after Sir John Churchill, the 1st Duke of Marlborough and one of Britain's finest generals. I'll put a picture of him up on the screen. The Churchill saw action from 1942 through to the end of World War II, providing valuable infantry support and saw service in most theatres of war in the armies of the British Commonwealth and the Soviet Union. Fun fact here, guys, the Churchill actually had more frontal armour than a Tiger I tank. And it was initially armed with a 2-pounder or howitzer, and it was upgunned to a 6-pounder gun, and then for the last months in Africa and beyond, with a more potent 75mm gun. The Churchill also provided the basis for a range of engineers' vehicles, such as the AVRE, and its devastating spigot mortar. That's what we mentioned earlier. I'll bring it up here so you can see as well. Well respected by its crews due to its rugged reliability, and extraordinary. They've squeezed that in there, haven't they? I wonder what that bloody said then. And extraordinary. That should be a space there. Climbing ability was also a favourite with British and Commonwealth infantry in need of armour support. Support us. They moved slowly through Europe to victory. Bloody hell, guys! Proofread your boxes. I mean, yeah, that threw me off there. I was trying to read that, trying to be all professional and read, and it was just like, what the heck is support us? But yeah, it says here we're going to get the cards with the stats on. I think these are the V3 cards now as well, because originally they came with the V2 cards, and it includes one plastic model who built as either a Churchill Mark 3, 4, 5 CS, 6 cast, 6 welded, AVRE or NA75 version, stack cards vehicle, damage markers, assembly booklet, and full call waterslide decal sheet. Decal or decal? What is it? It's decal or decals? Talk to me. Yeah, and there you go. Fielded by Great Britain and the Soviet Union. A little bit on the side. There we go. And yeah, so probably a nice solid option to add to my army. Yeah, so I want to zoom out again. Let's crack it open. Let's take a look. Nice sharp knife. Let's not chop my fingers off. Let's get in there. Let's have a look at what's in the box, shall we? Look at the sprues. See what's what. Excuse any rustling. Nearly dropped everything then. That there. Go down to one side into that bit of the hobby cupboard that is full of rubbish and packaging. I should probably clear out one day, but hey, that day is not today. So yeah, Churchill tank. Crack it open. More bags inside. Oh, there we go. What have we got going on here? Instruction sheets, that's always good. Box is empty. Nice empty box there. Pop that down there. Straight off the bat then, we've got our instructions, which look nice and simple, to be fair. These are just just a double-sided sheet. Okay, pop that over there. Here's our stack cards. A little quick look at these. I can open them. There we go. Quite like these stack cards, because me being a new player to bolt action, it saves digging it all out through the book and stuff. Oh, there's your decals of your decals there as well. I'll look at them in a second. So yeah, the mark. So focus on that. Is it going to focus? Resume in again. There we go. Mark 3, 4, 5 on the back. Oh, Firefly. Sherman Firefly? Okay. Churchill AVRE, which is what I'm going to be building it as. Yeah, there we go. 75 as well. That's interesting. Looks like the Warlord just print them on. Either way, I've got the stats for Shaman Firefly now as well. And we've got the trusty Warlord fire markers. Basically a bit of almost like teddy bear stuffing in different colours. Couple of bases, stick it on. What's this? Advert sheet. Warlord Games, bolt action. And then Italeri. Wonderful. And here's the kit itself. Let's get that cracked open. Slot that in there. Back to the knife. Actually, hold on. Sharp knife there, remember that. Sharp knife. This is our decal sheet. Decals. Churchill Infantry Tank decal sheet. Is it decal decal? I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments below. Because there's a Captain Beefheart album. Lick My Decals, baby. Something like that. Decals. Not sure. Anyway, I digress. There you go. That's our... that's them. We'll just call them. It was packed for us today by Roxana. So thank you, Roxana. I really like that Warlord. Let you know who's packed it. If you do a good job, great. If you do a bad job, we know who you are. Right. To the kit itself then. Let's have a look. Let's get in the bag. What's in the bag? Note to self, knife is sharp. So it is, by the looks of things, just 2 sprues. Yep, just 2 sprues. No bits have come loose, that's good. Zoom out again. Here we go. No, sorry, tell that, it's 3 sprues. Okay. So we've got the body there. Turret options. Okay, we might be able to make a couple of different turrets here. This will be cool. This will be really interesting. If we can, so I might be able to make a couple of different options, because I was contemplating 3D printing some different turret heads for this. Yes, there's sprue 1. And we've got bits of our tracks, treads even. Feels fairly solid. And then next sprue, which is all the track. Now, one thing I don't like about these kits, and I'm hoping this one goes together nicely, is these tracks are usually a pain in the arse to line up right. But positive thinking, we will we'll figure it out. We'll get to it. And yeah, so that's our sprues, guys. 3 sprues in the box. As always, with my little reviews and look at things, we're going to go away now. I'm going to build it, and I'll come back when it's built. That looks like to be the AVRE turret piece there, doesn't it? Nice chunky bit, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm going to go and build it, guys, and I'll come back and we'll have a chat about it, how the build went and how it looks. So yeah, back shortly, guys. Right, so we got it built. What can I say? It was a lovely kit. It went together really, really nicely. Yeah, it's a nice big thing when it's built. I didn't quite realise a Churchill tank was that big, but now it's nice. And I know these are 1/56 scale, so compared to your bolt action miniatures, your minis are going to look a bit big. But this is like a nice chunky piece of kit for on the table. And what we'll do is we'll zoom in, a bit of a closer look at it. So yeah, I built the AVRE model. That's this turret here. Basically a big mortar cannon from what I can gather. And yeah, I mean, I'm shaking it about. It's light. It's not that light. It doesn't feel too light. I could have added some sand or some weight inside the body before I glued it all together. And I'll be honest, I think for future tanks I will do. Like them to have a bit of heft. But yeah, so we got it together. I was concerned about the tracks, the treads. The tracks, aren't they? Not fitting together right. But the beauty of this kit is, apart from the fact that they did fit together okay, the joins, the 2 pieces you have on the end of each piece of track here. So your track comes in 4 pieces. You've got the bottom, the top, and the front and the back. The 2 pieces that connect them are actually covered up by these pieces here. So on the back, it'll always be covered up. And on the front, these are additional pieces you can add on. You can take them off if you want, if you don't want to model them on there. But I've gone with them on there. Just to give it that classic look like on the box art. You can't see it because it's blurry in the background. But I'll put a picture up. So yeah, so I built the AVRE model. Hatches closed. You could have them open. You've got the option of a tank commander in there as well. But yeah, and speaking about turrets, so I've built the AVRE turret. I've chopped off these little annoying peg things that stick out the sides. See the way it locks in there? You have like the two nubs, you can slot it in so it's on tight. But as discussed in other videos about, you'll see some other tank kits, I suppose, not just Warlords, Rubicon, stuff like that. Once you've sprayed prime and got some paint on them, when they're locked in, it rubs on the paint. And I know it's probably nothing, because it's probably just that ring that's going to take the paint off, but you'll know it's there and it's annoying, isn't it? So yeah, take that off. So that just sits in now, sits in flush. So it's not going to rub on anything. I can take it out and reposition it where I want it. But yeah, so we built the AVRE model, or the AVRE turret, and also with the kit, there's enough bits to build another turret. The only negative being the box bit at the back, and I don't know if that's for, dropping everything. I don't know if that's for radio equipment or what have you, or if the weapons, the gun's that big, it's, you know, needs that extra space. The box for that is on the back here. And I'm sure in my bits box I can fashion something to go on here that just vaguely looks that shape. But yeah, so you know, get another turret as well. Again, chop the tabs off the bottom. So just, when it wants to, it just sits in nice. So yeah, got another option for on the tabletop, which is nice. Said nice a few times now, haven't I? Don't know what else to say. It's a lovely kit, to be honest. Yeah, I've got a Sherman Easy 8 there to build, so we'll see how that goes. And that's for the American force when I get around to building that army. I'm slowly working away from my Brits. So yeah, we've got our Churchill now. It's complete. There ain't not much more to say, to be honest. The details on the kit itself are really nice. Toe chains, shovels, nicely moulded on. There were no stowage options on the sprue. Now, I know some kits come with bits of stowage, like backpacks, this, that, and the other. I'm tempted to maybe 3D print some stowage options. Just some bags of a bit of tarpaulin and things like this. But I might not. I might just keep it like this and just get it painted, get a nice paint job on it. Nice plain basic paint job. Nothing too fancy. But yeah, because I know I believe Warlord for the Achtung Panzer game, they do the stowage kits and stuff for the various tanks, which if they do, I'll put a picture up and you'll see what I'm talking about. So for a future option, potentially, yeah, and I think I might buy another one of these eventually, because it was a really nice kit to go together. My only negative, and it's not about the kit itself. This kit was really nice. Oh, there he goes again. Nice. The glue. Now, and this is a personal preference thing, so me being naive, I started using my Tamiya extra thin cement. And before I even started, I thought I should probably test a piece of this on a bit of the sprue and see if it sticks. I didn't. I just started trying to stick me treads together. And it didn't stick. And then I remembered I've built a Warlord kit in the past, or an Italeri kit of a Sherman. And I had to use this stuff, Revel. Contacted a professional, really good glue. But since the last time I used it, it did not give me a headache. So I'm not in a hurry to use this stuff again, admittedly. Or when I do, I won't be building it in this cupboard under the stairs. I'll be having a nice, well-ventilated space, get some airflow. Because yeah, I did not feel too great after that. But these glues for your miniatures, just as a side note, I mean, this is obviously for this type of plastic. I believe there are different types of plastic, polystyrene, plastic, things like this. These are your best options when putting stuff like this together, because they actually melt the plastic together. They almost weld it. Super glue. Just obviously creates a bond, a sticky bond, but it doesn't actually melt stuff. I imagine some super glues might. But yeah, like the Tamiya Extra Thin, I use this on all my bolt action minis to glue them. And the beauty of this as well is some of your mold lines and stuff, you can just rub this over it, because this comes out with it's like a brush applicator. But I digress. Look at me, I'm talking about glues now. That's a whole separate issue for a whole nother day, isn't it? So yeah, what I'm going to say, well, tell you what, whilst we've got him out, here's your scale. That sort of scale we're looking at there. Lift it up. Nice scale. Nice big tank top on the battlefield. Really, really looking forward to getting it painted again on the battlefield with the rest of my troops. So yeah, that's the Churchill tank from Warlord. It's great. If you've got Brits, buy one. If it fits your army, buy one. Kit went together lovely. And like I said, there's a few customization options. These bits didn't have to go on there, or you could battle damage them, I suppose. Different turret options. So just for a quick overview of the turrets, I'll zoom out again. These are your options. You can make the Mark III, the AVRE, the Mark V CS. That's cast turret, is it? The NA75 and the Mark IV. I think there's a variation of the Mark IV as well on there. Oh yeah, welded turret. That's what this is. That's the welded turret design. See the way it's like boxy. Yeah. So yeah, that is the Churchill tank from Warlord Games. Lovely, lovely kit. Went together really nice. Literal minimal fuss. I couldn't recommend it enough. I put the tank commander on this one just because. And yes, per anyone mentions, the hatch fell over when I glued it. Didn't notice. Now it's stuck that way. I could snap it off and reglue it, but I can't be bothered. So yeah, that's it for me today, guys. Hope you're all keeping well, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one. See you soon. Surah.